Kia ora everyone, welcome to my catch-up series which takes a crime committed by an idiot and we cut through the fluff to make a long story short, which is the name of the series actually, so subscribe and like before we even get started. Why? Because we're about to make a long story short. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go, with a shovel and a pick and a good-looking chick. Hi-ho, hi-ho, let's get some blow. Here is a lesson to my subbies, my subscribers, and I'll use this clown for this quick lesson. So who is this clown? Well, this clown's name is Patrick Spikes. And what does this clown do or done? Well, clown here worked at the magical place called Disney. Big fan, never been, someday. Now, there's nothing wrong in working at Disney, unless of course you're a pervert or a thief. And this pervert was a thief. You see, he stole a bunch of wigs and costumes, leaving Cinderella holding on to her slippers only, bearing her bush and that pumpkin alone. So now what makes this clown more into the realm of a DC genius? Well, he sold those clothes from Cindy online, and that online just happened to be connected to his phone. Genius. Genius level, ladies and gentlemen. And here goeth the lesson. If at all you are ever asked to turn up to the cop shop just for a chat, do a Peter Pan. And never ever what? And never ever bring your phone to Disney.
No, Disney's here. Well, you're not detained, you're not arrested, you're free to leave. You understand that? Yeah. Okay, I want to make sure that we're on the same page.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see the very moment that this genius realized he was a genius.
Your phone ever been stolen?
And there's that moment, ladies and gentlemen.
No, why you ask? Well, I'm trying to figure out if anyone would have taken your phone and used it anywhere. Why do you think this? I'm asking. Okay, so you don't loan your phone out to anybody else. Okay, so, because here's why. So, we're going to talk.
And right now, Genius here now realizes that he made the wrong decision before. He should have taken that nervous piss beforehand.
Can you put your phone on the table for me? Yeah, just put it over here. Don't mess with it. Just put it down.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, right there, that is exactly what a genius looks like when in mid-thought about a plan. And this genius right now just made one. This genius is thinking that this genius, how am I going to get out of this room? And ladies and gentlemen, this genius is James Bond level shit.
Okay, so are these pictures on that phone?
Nope.
Were they taken with that phone?
Nope.
Okay, so how long have you owned that phone?
Maybe.
See, he's still thinking about that plan. That's why this genius can't think two things at once. He's still thinking James Bond level shit, getting out of their room. Too much thought here, genius. Far too much thought.
I mean,
No, put it down. I don't want you touching it. So those pictures are on the internet right now, and they're attached to your phone number. You didn't send those pictures out?
nope.
Okay. So that's not your car. You don't own a bag like that or ever possessed one like that. This isn't Disney World backstage. This isn't your leg. I just want to get this all out in the open so later on, because obviously you realize now I know more than you think I know. Okay, I want to make sure all your lies are straight right now, or you want to come forward right now, because I know a little bit more than I'm telling you, Patrick.
What do you know?
This is your car, that's your leg. These are the things you had in your possession. We want them back.
We are only seconds away, ladies and gentlemen, and all of those in between. We are only seconds away from seeing this Bond-level genius put his plan of action into action. And this really is some genius-level shit.
How about this?
Yep.
Let the walk out.
Okay.
You guys want to talk and come back to my attorney. How about that?
Okay.
So far, so smooth.
Keep the car there. And we're keeping your phone. And actually, now give me that.
And it's right about now, James here is thinking, fuck, all that training for nothing, eh? All that training for nothing, double O.
Damn it. I'm under arrest.
And the worst thing about this here, James, is that the guy that takes you out, well, it looks like he loves Twinkies. Genius.
Okay, I'm gonna cooperate.
Yeah? Okay, you're going to be secured right now. Okay? You're not going to destroy evidence right in front of me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I under arrest?
You're going to be detained at this point.
So right now, Bond here is thinking, shit, I better call headquarters. I better get hold of M or Q and see if they can get me out of this pickle.
I call my mom and tell her that.
This guy really is living in Neverland. Oh, genius. Anyways, how did it all end up for Bond here? Well, he got 10 years probation, he had to pay 25G in restitution, and he got 250 hours of community service. Because that's what thieving perverts get. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, stay away from Neverland. Now what? Now, who's fucking next? Curtis Sagmoan. Oh, yeah. So this wannabe serial killer who's living with his parents called up a hooker to come on over. So, right, the hooker turns up and finds that the gate to this guy's mansion is closed. And the next thing, wannabe here pops out of the darkness with a mask on, screaming and waving a gun. Right? But his plan was foiled as she just drove away. But plan B happened and he shot at the car and the hooker crashed. She jumps out and scarpers it, and wannabe here forgot to bring batteries for his torch. So, the hooker gets away and calls the coppers. So they go pick up our wannabe and bring him in. And the funny thing is that this genius here thinks that his plan was too good to fail. But, then forgot he used his own phone to call said hooker. And that is where we are right about now.
When we search your phone, we're going to look for any type of application that you may have used that would alter the appearance of a phone number, that kind of thing. Have you ever used that type of application?
I'm just tired right now.
I think you have used one of those applications. And I think you used it when you contacted.
I never threatened anybody.
Have you ever used the computers in the house?
No,
Ever?
no, I don't use the computers in the house.
Okay. We've had to seize them under warrant.
And it's right about now, Genius here knows that his goose is cooked. So he remains calm and calculated, as one would expect from a real serial killer in the ways in which they act.
What about now?
We're here to talk about it. You losing your cool is not helping.
Sorry. Just like I go back to my room.
You don't want to talk about girl anymore?
I don't want to talk about anything anymore.
So enter stage left. A female copper turns up to try and be sly with our wannabe.
Hi, Curtis. Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay.
I'm Corporal Kovacs. I've been watching what's been going on here.
So you should both have a good laugh at it.
No, not at all. I'm not laughing about anything, okay? I understand you live in a rural area. You don't have a lot of people around
I
you.
don't even have a vehicle.
I have no idea where Genius was going with that sentence. But anyways, how did it all end up? Well, wannabe's parents didn't make bail for him, so he sat in jail for a couple of years. Thank you, COVID. And finally, when his day of justice was to be, they laughed at him and gave him 2 years for being a dick with time served. So he's out buying batteries for that torch, no doubt. So who's fucking next? Oh, this fuck up. Fidel Lopez. Gee, this waste of space can't handle his grog. or piss, it's grog for booze for those less manicured, and ends up destroying his girlfriend, who had no idea that this thing is a fucking nightmare in a bottle. So on set night, after Nightmare kills and mutilates her, he rings up the cops and tries to pull off the whole accident thing. It's
911, what is your
unbelievable.
emergency?
Hello? Fucking hurry up, man. My girlfriend's fucking in the bathroom. She got a breath. I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna die, man. Come on.
So the boys in blue go get Sicko and bring him on down to the station. And this, well, this is where we really get to see this genius's brain excel. Because this is unbelievable.
We're going to talk about what happened tonight, all right?
Everything she told me to do, I do it. Okay.
Which is what? What did she ask you to do?
I put my in her. I put my. I believe I got the. It was a small. It was like a or something like that. And she want me to put there too. You know, I just tried to make her happy. She was asking me all this stuff, and you know, I was starting feeling like uncomfortable, like, you know, because she never asked for that, and I know she was tipsy. But when we were doing stuff and all the things, she told me she wanted to throw up to get out of the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So I get out of the bathroom, and I was outside. I believe I was smoking a cigarette. The only thing I remember clearly is that I went to the bathroom and she was like not breathing. She was like this. And then I just want to call 911.
We got a little bit of a problem.
Okay.
Yes. All right. I just got off the phone with our crime scene, and the medical examiner is there. Okay, the doctor, and the injury to her is severe. Severe injuries. Severe injuries. Yes. Multiple injuries inside there. Tissue ripped out. Tissue inside. All the insides out on the floor.
What else? That's the cause of death?
Yeah. What happened, man? What happened?
Fidel, this is not a case of just rough sex. There's blood everywhere. Everywhere.
Listen, just tell us.
I'm just doing whatever she was telling me to do.
She wasn't telling you to do that. There's more to the story. And if you really love and care for this girl, and you have a heart, you'll tell us what happened so that we can have some closure for her.
Fidel, you ripped her insides out of her.
I didn't mean to do that, man.
I understand that, but you did it. What pissed you off to the point where you did that? Was she somebody else?
Oh.
Did she tell you she wanted to leave you? I mean, I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know. Did she tell you she was having sex with her ex-husband again?
We were and she was telling me the other dude name.
What name was she calling you? Is that her ex-husband?
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you do at that point?
At that point, I get mad. I get really, really mad. Things go out of hand. This is not human, man. I just took her life. I don't mean to, but I did.
Because you got enraged.
Because I was wrong. If I was sober, maybe I understand. Maybe I just left the apartment. I was.
And how did Nightmare in a Bottle end up? Well, they wanted to give him death, but he cried and cried and cried and said, please no, and they gave him life without sunshine on the outside ever again. And that leads us on to this dipshit, Zachary Borton. What's he done? Well, he's up on murder. You see, this dipshit was hanging out with ZZ Top and the roadie at ZZ's house. Then one morning, a female came over to get an autograph and found ZZ and the Tops all shot to shit and called the cops.
Jackson 909.
Yes, someone shot up our house or something. I don't know. They both look dead. Somebody lives downstairs, and I don't know if they're there. I don't know.
So the coppers turn up and find ZZ's car and Borton were gone in 40 seconds. But as Borton's a DC and loves to natter. The cops track his phone and nab him in ZZ's and bring him into the station. And that brings us to right about here.
I have no
I'm asking your permission if you just want to let me know what happened.
I have no problem telling you everything as far as anything you guys want to know, but I was also told if I came in cooperative, I'd get to see my wife and hug my wife. She was promised that as well. And I just wanted to state that before I said that, because once you read me my rights, if I say anything about an attorney, you guys stop talking to me, so I don't want you to have to do that. So what I'm saying is I just want the side that was already said that it was going to be taken care of by your officers, that I can see my wife and hug her, and then before, that's it for me, you know. So.
I can make any arrangements as far as hugging your wife. Is she in Jackson?
She's right here.
Okay. I can see if we can make some arrangements on that.
For any kind of particular recognition or thanks or anything, we're going to bring her in. I just want to make sure there's going to be no clouds.
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
Okay, there's not. I just want to hug my wife and hug my son.
What about on her side?
No, she's not.
Okay. You understand where I'm coming from? She's got a baby in her arms. I don't want to get into any kind of predicament in here with anybody, okay?
I get you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Seeing the ball. Hi, Papas. Hi, Papas. I can't play it. Daddy have kisses. Oh, that's a good kiss.
A magical moment had by all. And when you look at it, this guy loves his farm out so much that he's willing to murder 2 old men and spend the rest of his life in prison so his wife and kid can go fuck themselves, because he doesn't give a shit.
You playing your game? You're so big.
Look, it's True Detective. Oh, I mean Flu Detective, as this guy looks sick as shit.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Okay to talk?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me what happened with the on Fishville.
Whole lot had been like, that's Mike. He had been high. I think he smoked crack or something. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like noised out, and he kept coming in the back bedroom where I was staying, and like waving a pistol around and saying, "Who's in here? Who are you talking to?" And I hear like 2 distinct gunshots downstairs. But that was after I heard a bang. I think that's what woke me up, like a I don't know, like a bang, it wasn't a gunshot, but it was like a crash. And then I hear gunshots. I want to say 2 to 3. I want to say 2, then the third. Like it was like 2 and then 3. And by that time I have a gun. I kept a 40 cal.
Okay.
And I jumped out of bed with the 40 cal and cocked it. And he had a pistol, he had a 38 in his hand, and he said, "Motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you." And I thought he was talking about me. Mm-hmm. So I shot him twice or 3 times maybe.
He was coming in the door. You shot. So
yeah, he was coming in the front door. And then he was yelling like something like "motherfucker," like he was agitated for sure, and he had the pistol like drawn up. And so I shot him, and then
I'm
not sure. I'm
okay.
Having kind of fast and slow motion, like at the same time, like it was all like kind of a blur. So I shot him, and then like he was coming out of the back, and so I turned towards him and shot him, or at him rather. I don't know if I hit him the first time because he turned, and when he turned to like kind of get away, I kind of ran back towards him, and then I shot him again. That was the one that was in the doorway, and then but it was kind of like far. I don't know, I'm trying to make it make sense. And it all happened like a blur, like so fast, and then recognizing that it wasn't a gun, and then like panicking, like looking around and being like, what the fuck? Oh my god, what the fuck? Now all my clothes and all that stuff in the back room, but I didn't I was just thinking like I was gonna panic, like what the fuck? So I went to run downstairs to see what the gunshots or whatever was downstairs.
Agree with that. How many times do you think you shot altogether?
I mean, I know I emptied the clip.
Okay. Did you reload?
No.
Okay. Did you have additional magazines?
No, I think I have the one bullet that's left in there. That was for me, and then that was it.
Okay. So your thought was you were going to at some point use that on you, that last bullet? Yeah. Well, I'm glad
you're mostly just to shoot in the air and have you guys shoot me. I'm trying to kill myself before I don't have enough guts to to do it.
Yeah. Well, for your son's sake and your wife's sake, more importantly, your son's sake, I'm glad you didn't do that.
Yeah, I know.
I do appreciate your honesty, your cooperation. You could have made this difficult for me, and you didn't, and I appreciate that.
As long as like you guys have held up your end, like with bringing my wife in here and doing what you said, I'm just a man of my word.
So, how did it all end up for our family man with no values? Well, let's just say that mum and the kid lived happily ever after. So that brings us to this DC called Curious Charles. And what did this decrepit old soul do, apart from shitting his diapers? Well, he murdered his wife, the person who put up with his curiosity for far too long. So, Diaper Rash here kills her and then calls the cops.
Have a seat, Mr. Shoulders, right here. Have a seat right here.
I think I'm gonna talk to y'all. Ain't got a damn thing to say, y'all. Hey! This ain't a cold room. On your floor. Yeah. Whew.
Dude. Why didn't you say something?
Holly.
You weren't saying you needed to go back?
Holly. You can see me.
Hey, buddy.
Get this out of me.
I don't know what's exactly what we're doing.
You can't make me talk to you.
I know, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, look at this little ragged shit.
You all right?
No, I'm not all right.
All right. All right.
Well, we can't have a nice day.
Mother. You can't freeze me.
So what are you trying to do?
You can't freeze me.
Stop tearing up stuff.
I don't be tearing this stuff. Tell you to attack.
Put it down. Put it down.
You take me out of here.
Put it down.
Take me out of here.
Put it down. Mr. Shoulders, can you stand up?
Well, you gonna beat me up?
No. Stand up.
I don't want.
Stand up for us.
There we go.
All right, look.
Yeah.
Turning that way for me.
Yeah. I'm 72 years old. You
Look it up.
like this shit.
Here you go.
It's not you.
Here you go.
You know what?
Come on. Come on. Put your arm in.
Not the living here.
Walk out.
So, how did it all end up for this well-mannered geriatric? Well, he got 27 years, so he'll be getting out when he's dead, and this world will be slightly a better place for it.